Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton forged mini pendant called the Cadence. This is the 187420, and let's get into a lot of details on this. So the measurement of the body of the fixture is going to be the bottom part, and that's going to be before we get to the telescoping rod. So it's really going to be 14.7 inches tall and 19.9, I would call that 20 inches in diameter. So this is a pretty good size. When we add the telescoping rods, we're going to get what's called overall height, and that's going to be the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the actual ceiling itself. I want to show you more information about that. How we're going to do it is we're going to look at the install sheet. So if you're on the page for this on HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on the right-hand side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for Installations Instructions PDF. So if you can click on that for me, it'd be awesome. You're going to see a full parts list. You're going to see how the Hubbardton Forge's patented telescoping rod system works. This one telescopes into a bigger one, smaller one, bigger one. Where they meet is called a clutch, and there's a set screw hiding right there. So during your installation, you're going to be able to bring this up and down to get it where you want it to go within 3 different ranges I'll talk about in a second. When you get it to where you want it to be, you just tighten that screw up and you are good to go. And let's get into those ranges. So you'll see those in the upper right hand corner of the screen. There's a pull down menu over there. And now like I said, we measure from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling itself. So that's going to be from the ceiling down. Short is going to be 38.5 to 45.9. Standard is 45.5 to 53. And then you have a long that's going to be coming in at 52.5 to 60. If you need this to be shorter than the short, so let's say 38.5, which is pretty long, is not going to work over an 8-foot ceiling over a kitchen island, but you need this to be shorter than that. Or let's say you want to put this in the stairway and you need it to be longer than 60 inches. We do customs all the time. So the best way for you to go about that, email me and just say you're looking at the Cadence, the 187420, and you need it to be X long, and you're going to tell me what that X is, and I'm going to take your email, shoot it over to Hubbardton Forge to the customs department. It's going to roll around a little bit through a couple engineers, come back to me, and I can send it off to you with a quote. It's going to be a little more time, a little more money, non-returnable, but we do customs all the time. That's the beauty of Hubbardton Forge being made here in Vermont. Okay, so moving on from there, let's talk a little bit about the canopy. You see, this is going to be a 5-inch round canopy. This is going over your 4-inch junction box without any problem. If you guys have a slope ceiling, this is going to be slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees. There's a knuckle right here at the top of this. This can pivot just like that. So let's say this is your slope. It's going to go on just like that with absolutely no problem all the way to flat. So we cover you that way too. And that kind of leads us into glass. You're going to have 2 different types of glass you can get on this. There's a pull-down menu that'll show you can do opal glass, which is our white glass. That's just a very nice simple white. I'll get into more of what opal's all about. And then seated is a clear glass with little air bubbles in it, which is very pretty too. And don't forget, you'll be able to see the bulb in that situation, so you want to put in a bulb in that's aesthetically pleasing to you. So since we're here, let's talk about this. And this is going to be a medium-base porcelain socket. It's going to be able to accept a regular screw-in bulb. The recommended bulb size is an A15, and an A15 is a slightly smaller light bulb. You can get them anywhere. Even my grocery store sells these. And this is an LED version. These are the new phosphorus ones. So I would probably look for this kind of thing if you're out there. If you're still doing the incandescent ones, that would be a 60-watt max, and you can find this size in an incandescent if you guys want to go there. And maybe if you're even going beyond there, you could even find other LEDs that are going to be this size. So this is that kind of milky white traditional LED, and you can find them small too. I'm breaking everything around here. Anyway, but I would probably go for this phosphorus one for a couple different reasons. So I like the idea that these filaments project light going up and going down. When you get into these other LEDs that are out there, they project a lot of light in one direction, and this milky hard white part here that's opaque, that's holding a driver, and the driver is what drives the LEDs. These newer ones, the LED is actually hiding farther down in here. There's a little circuit you can't even see. So it's just going to give you a little bit better light. And again, you can find this at any hardware store or on Amazon or any place out there. Grocery store, like I said, up to a 60-watt equivalent. You might even be able to find these higher light output. You might be able to find a 75-watt or 100-watt equivalent. You might have to do that online and really do some digging to find out more about that. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with, and then they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these two pieces, and it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variants on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads laying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.